job on my Halloween makeup. I'm a vampire. In case you couldn't tell by my fangs. Well, you knew I was a vampire. You know that that's what we're doing this year for our quick and simple Halloween costumes. Because I know Halloween is basically canceled this year, and we don't get to go out, and we don't get to do our parties, and we don't get to trick or treat, and we don't get to scare the children. But since you are such a fan of this here holiday, I thought that together we could still hang out and we could play pretend and kind of have our own Halloween. Sound good? Great. Well, I see that you brought your costume. You know, I told you just bring all the black clothes that you had left over from our emo days. Right, exactly. Let's not both pretend like that wasn't a phase in our lives, right? And, well, with what we have left over, we're always prepared for a quick vampire Halloween costume on the cheap. Yeah, this dress I did not buy for Halloween. This is a dress that I used to be the type of dress that I would just wear on any normal day. So, I had it left over in the back of my closet from my dark and scary emo days, and I had these little costume gloves. I'll admit that I'm mostly only wearing the gloves because I didn't want to paint my whole body. I painted my face with the white and my neck and my décolletage, but I did not paint my arms. I did paint my fingers first, but then I realized how silly I was because I hadn't put my fangs in yet, and then I had to wash my hands and do the fangs and the whole nine. But yes, I'm pretty much wearing these gloves out of laziness today. Not like anybody's really gonna see us since we can't go out like this, but like I said, I just wanted us to be able to enjoy our favorite holiday, so I figure we can dress up in our shambled costumes and put on some creepy makeup and maybe watch some Halloween movies. But, oh, my cape, yes. My mom made my cape for me for a different costume a while ago, but it comes in handy. So, vampire it is, right? Excellent. Well, what I'd like to do is just get started on your face makeup, and this won't take too long. I'm gonna do kind of a crude job on this, but like I just mentioned, I had to wash my hands free all the paint that I had put on, so they're impeccably clean. And I'm just going to start by getting the hair out of your face. blend down to your neck. I see you brought a high collared shirt like I suggested. That way we won't have to do too much body painting on you. So just hold still here. Do a swipe there. And apply some here. Okay, and then got some right there. And down on your chin. And beneath the jawline as well. Okay. And then just taking my brush that I used clearly already to do mine. But I had a clean face. We're all friends here. We've used the same makeup brushes before when I've done your makeup in the past. So I'm just going to stipple and blend out all of the white face paint. So, and then blending, of course, down your neck, trying to get coverage basically just down to your collar area, so you don't have to take as long of a shower this evening to get all of this stuff off. We'll only try to paint you as much as necessary. So, okay, and that's pretty good. I just need a bit more coverage in a few areas. So if you can just close your eyes for me, just there we go. Okay. So I definitely see just down the center of your face right there, and then I'm gonna put some right underneath the eyes because I want to keep those points fairly white at the high points of your face, so that we can still keep some dimension going in and before I add back the shadows. So I'll put some right there as well underneath the eyes, and then highlight just down the nose bridge. And I'm actually going to take my smaller sponge applicator to just kind of stipple that out. Kind of. And then right beneath. Okay. And sometimes you just need to kind of warm the product up with your fingers to get a good blend. So I'm gonna take my baby finger and just kind of pat that one out. And baby finger on the ring finger on the other hand, and just kind of pat. And just to get it to fully feather out and blend everything first, and then what we can take is just a little bit of powder, and I'm gonna put this all over the base that I've set down. That way I can blend everything on top of it and avoid having this smudge base is set in place. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do your eyes first or your contouring, but I think I'm going to do the eyes first and then get most of that done, and then I can kind of bounce back and forth in between and decide how much shadowing needs to be added. So the first thing I did was just lay down a whole ring of black around either eye, just using this flat brush and this plain black shade. So I'm going to start there. So if you'll close your eyes again for me, I'm just gonna pack some onto this first eye for you on the upper lid and just create a completely saturated look. And again, for the other eye, if you'll close for me, I'm just gonna start backing on the colors for you. There we go. And I'm really close, really just smudging it on right now. And then if you could look up for me, look up at the sky. I'm going to do the same under the eye, so we'll give you a rim underneath the eye this way, and a rim, look up underneath the other eye. There we go, so it can just, there we go. And then taking a rough, not a rough, but an imprecise, I should say. Excuse me, I'm gonna move a little bit. So take my more imprecise blending brush and kind of get a decent amount of the black on there. And I'm going to blend this out, but I'm going to make a huge mess of it on purpose. So close your eyes and don't freak out when you feel me flicking my brush over your eyelid like a mad woman. I'm trying to make it look a mess like mine is, where it's all the way up to the brow and then working its way down your nose. That's exactly what we want. So close for me and I'll start on this side. Just smudge, 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 smudge. Just smudging it like crazy. No, I know it does kind of tickle. But then doing the same thing for the other eye. Close for me and I'll start to just smudge. And we're basically just doing small swirling motions, clockwise and counterclockwise, until we have this worked all the way over the lid. And then I'm going to drag it towards the center and down the nose bridge as well, to try to start bringing back some of that contour into the center of the face. And we'll go under the tip of the nose too a little bit, just like on mine, to try to bring some dimension back into the face. as well to bring the shape. There we go, back into the smile, because vampires have to have charming smiles. That's how we draw people in, so that we can suck their blood. But then I'm going to take this angled brush, and dip it into the black. Again, lots of color in this look. And I'm just going to give you these streaks, you know, like I have under the eye. I did it just like that, and then I took my finger and I just smudged it. I just did that, and then I smudged it. I thought about filling my eyes full of eye drops too, so that I would cry after I put my mascara on, but I thought it might become a little too over-exaggerated, and well, we don't want this looking ridiculous, do we? I think I just hit the mark on not looking ridiculous. Don't you? There we go. Perfect. And then you just need a couple more tears on this side. There we go. And we're just gonna bump up the contour of the cheeks slightly with the contour brush, and just going to carve some black eyeshadow underneath the cheeks and underneath the jawline, but also around the forehead on either side. Basically, just the perimeter of your face, cheeks, jaw, and forehead, to match the nose bridge and the lip contour that we already did. Put the shadows back into your face, give it some dimension. And then the vampire lip color. And we just do a very smudgy job, and then we mess up the outer corners even still, and it looks better. So make a kissy face first for me, and I'll just quickly give you a rough lip shape. There we go. That's about right. And then what I do is I take first my finger and I just tap the corners of the mouth to smudge that. So let me start with this side of your corner of the mouth, and then this side, the other corner of your mouth. There it goes. There we go. And then I take just a little bit of the black from my palette and do the corners of the mouth just to make it look more shadowy and just a little bit dingy and scary right there. And it gives us a little bit more depth behind the blood, which is going to be the second, no, that's going to be the last step. First your little teeth, your little fangs. And for these, what we do is they have a little bit of wax on the inside, and you just press it nice and firmly up against your canine teeth. So, give me a great big smile, and I'm going to help you put these in. So just hold still, and then I will push and bite down for me. And we hold it just for a second for you. Okay. And then keep holding this one for me. There we go. I'm gonna get the other one and put it up underneath your next tooth and bite nice and hard for me. I know it's awkward. I just want to make sure that they're straight, because I don't think that I put mine in perfectly straight. And for you, we can definitely do better. Smile. No. That looks perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. So our last step is I have this coagulated blood, and it is very thick. Thick blood, and I just take a little bit of it, and I grab a dripful, and then you're gonna tilt your head back for me, and I'm gonna press it on your bottom lip, so tilt back. Back, 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 back. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna press this up against your bottom lip and scrape it off. And then hold your head back. Hold your head back for me, because it's gonna drip. It's gonna drip. Stay like that. I gotta get the next drop for the other side. So can we just grab a little drop of it? Perfect. And then again, tilt your head back. Tilt it back, tilt it back, and I'll press it against it. There we go. And then just stay nice and still. I got a little left over on my brush. I can refresh my blood too. There we go. You can give some of my teeth. Does that look better? Pretty good, I think. I think we did pretty well for all things considered. I certainly had fun. I know it's a shame that we can't really celebrate Halloween this year the way that we normally would, but I'm still glad to have somebody to play dress up with in my closet, even if it's just for us to look at one another being scary. Do you feel scary? I feel scary. I think we killed it. Alright. Well, I'm sure this is gonna be a whole bunch of fun to take off at the end of the evening. What do you say we enjoy the makeup for now, and we can go hang out and watch movies and enjoy our Halloween night with maybe some candy